Good day, sir. I am Shin Gabriel Valdeo from Bitilit IA2A, and for today's lesson, I'm going to tackle about the prehistoric period of art. So let's proceed to the next slide. So prehistoric art is classified into four types: petroglyphs, pictographs, prehistoric sculptures, and megalithic art. So examples of petroglyphs art are cupels, complex scoring or the rock surface, rock carvings, and engravings. And on the other hand, pictographs include cave paintings and drawings, while prehistoric sculptures include small statuettes and relief sculptures. And the megalithic art refers to the arrangement of large pieces of stones. Next slide. The prehistoric period, which spans a vast expanse of time before the invention of writing and the recording of history, is characterized by a lack of written records or art movements as we traditionally understand them. But, however, there is a wealth of archaeological evidence that sheds light on the art and creative expressions of prehistoric peoples. So, here are some key points about art in the prehistoric period. So, Paleolithic art, or the Old Stone Age. This period dates back to around 2.5 million years ago to about 10,000 years ago. So, the primitive men depended on hunting of wild animals for food and clothing, and lived mostly in caves. So, with an attempt to represent their beliefs and their world at that time, they painted images on cave walls and ceilings. These images are later called cave art. So cave arts have five principles. First is we have the motifs, animals, human figures, tools, and lastly, weapons, local maps, and symbols. They were either engraved, sculpted, and painted on rocks. Notable examples included the cave paintings of the Sox in France. Extraordinary paintings depicts animals, human figures, and abstract patterns. And the example is on our PowerPoint presentation. So the other one is the Venus figurines. These small carved figurines, often women with exaggerated features, are believed to be symbols of fertility and were created during the Upper Paleolithic period. Next slide is about the cave painting. One of the earliest cave arts was found at Altamira, Spain. So they are paintings of animals, mostly bison, boar, deer, and horse. These paintings are unique since they compose of many different colors, and the animals are depicted in life-size proportions with great accuracy. There are also abstract art found in the cave in the forms of signs and symbols. So in our PowerPoint presentation, for this slide, we have the painting of a bison from the Altamira cave in Spain. So it definitely looks like a bull. Next slide is about the cave paintings too. We have the red ochre hand stencils in the cave of El Castillo, created in 37,300 BC. So the print were obtained by either pressing the hand smeared with red, black and white substances on the walls of the cave, or by outlining the hands off the wall. Next is we have a portable art. From the word portable, it means that we could definitely carry the item from one place to another. We all know about that. So, back to the lesson. Prehistoric communities also produced portable art, including small sculptures, figurines, and engravings. Sculptures were also made during this period. One of the first works of sculpture is fertility statues. Example of this is Venus Willendorf. So we can see Venus of Willendorf showing a plump of female figure in which the breasts and hips were emphasized to suggest a strong connection of women fertility. So we have a photo of Venus of Willendorf. Next one is we're in the Neolithic art or the New Stone Age. So the Neolithic period, roughly from 10,000 to 2000 BC, saw the emergence of agriculture and settled communities. Artifacts from this period include pottery in Neolithic people, crafted pottery for everyday use, often adorned with intricate designs. As we can see the pot on our PowerPoint, this marked a significant step in their artistic development. So the next photo, which is the megalithic structures, and like the Stonehenge stands as a prehistoric stone circle monument, also believed to be a cemetery situated about 8 miles north of Salisbury, England. So the scientists believe that this was built on 6 stages for around 3000 and 1520 BC. From the Neolithic period to Bronze Age, this is a unique structure as seen on its artificially shaped sarsen stones made of blocks of Cenozoic silicate. So the Stonehenge is located in Salisbury, England, Europe. So additional is the Bronze Age art. So during the Bronze Age, approximately 3300 to 1200 BC, the use of bronze allowed for more intricate sculptures and tools. In the Stone Age, flint was shaped and used as tools and weapons, but in the Bronze Age, stone was gradually replaced by bronze. This era featured metalwork, jewelry, and more advanced pottery. So as we can see in our PowerPoint presentation, we have a pot, we had a jewelry, and we have a weapon for war. As we all know, this third picture is a shield, to be specific, tool for war, weapon for war. So proceed to the next slide. Iron Age art. So the Iron Age art followed the Bronze Age art, characterized by the widespread use of iron. So artifacts from this era include intricate metalwork. As we can see, we have weapons and pottery. Metalworking became more sophisticated and was applied not only for practical uses, but for decorative and ornamental purposes. Intricate and stunning metalwork can be found in not only jewelry from this period, but also in everyday domestic items, metal sculptures, and even the tools of war. So, in our example for this PowerPoint, we have the Coulter de Metallizate Later period. So, as we can see, we have swords around here, which is tools of war. We have jewelries, we have a bat, we have metal sculptures, just like that skeleton. So that's the Iron Age art. Next slide is we have the megalithic art. In various prehistoric periods, megalithic structures were erected. Now this is the keyword for the megalithic art. Now, a very large, usually rough stone used in prehistoric cultures as a monument or a building block, such as stones, circles, and dolmens. While they serve various purposes, some of them are adorned with carvings or other forms of decoration. Now, as we can see in the PowerPoint presentation, the cairn of governess of France. This photo, the second photo is the first and the second photo is actually the same. The second photo is the outside of the first photo. So yeah, that is the cairn of governess of France. So it's important to know that the art of the prehistoric period served various functions, including religious or spiritual purposes, storytelling, and as means of communication and cultural expression. Now, the art of this era offers invaluable insights into the lives, beliefs, and aesthetics of our distant ancestors, even if we may never fully comprehend the full extent of their artistic intentions. Now, we must able to appreciate their art. So, that's all for today, and thank you for listening. Goodbye. Thank you, sir.